Hello.
Hello. Yes, I'm
Hello.
sorry about that. Okay, so let's continue. So again, what will you eat for dinner?
Meat, tuna cake, where I
Mhm.
make it, and some rice
Oh, okay.
and
All
bowl
right.
of rice.
Wow, that sounds yummy. All right, so I hope you will enjoy your dinner, Tom. So thank you for attending the class. So let's continue our lesson. All right, so yesterday night, so we read a text. So can you remember what the text is about, Tom?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, so now let's have the comprehension. So, what do you like about the text? Let's start with number one. So, how force makes things move?
I like it
Wow, why?
because I like to run fast and the force make things move.
Yes, okay, thank you. Next, number two. Big and small forces cause different movements. So, do you
I
like
like
this?
it. I like
Why?
it because it make me understand about who can pick the big or small thing to move.
That's nice. Okay, next, number three. How force changes speed?
Mm, it's simple. I don't like and I don't hate
Okay, so in the middle. Why?
because the if the force change the speed, if the spark is fast, it can be very terrible. But if there is no load and I can't go fast, it's
Mhm.
terrible too. I like the middle.
I see. Okay, thank you. Now let's have letter A. Can you please read the conversation?
What your favorite part? Heavy thing need a big force to move them. I don't know that. I didn't
Okay.
know that.
All right. How about you? What's your favorite part of the text?
Maybe the part I like is the how force make things move.
I see. Why?
Because it's di- I have uh, difficult to know. I must spend 5 minutes to understand this force.
I see. Okay, thank you. Now let's have letter B. Let's complete the chart. So let's have cause and effect. So let's start
We
with
push
number
some
one. Mm-hmm.
we push something and it moves.
Correct. Next, number two.
I don't know.
So there is a small movement. So there is a okay. So let's see.
Mm,
Okay, so the answer is we use a small force. Okay, so when we use a small force, of course, there is a small movement, right? Okay, next, number three.
we open the door with a big force, and the effect is the door is open. Is too heavy, and it hit the hit the wall.
Okay, so it opens fast too, right? Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, Tom. All right, so now let's have letter C. So I want you to tell me if it's true or false, okay? So let's start with number one.
It's false.
Okay. A force doesn't make things move. Yes, that's right. False. Next, number two.
It's true.
So push and pull are forces. Very good. Number three.
It's false.
Okay, so what's the correct answer here?
Force can change the speed of things. It's true.
Oh, number 4 is true. All right. So in number 3, the correct answer is, of course, if it's a light object, so it needs a small force to move it, right? Okay, so now let's answer the questions. So number 1, what is heavy and needs a big force to move it?
Mm, maybe is the fridge, the television, and something.
Yes, or big things or heavy things, right? Okay, next number 2. Is it easier to push your father as your friend on a swing?
Yes,
Yes, why?
because those wings use the rope to move and use the air,
Mhm.
and you can easily to push your father and your friend on the swing.
I see. Okay. So thank you. All right. Now let's have the grammar in use. So let's listen and sing along.
Page 153. Grammar in use. D. Listen and sing along. The horse, the tortoise, and me.
A horse is faster than a tortoise, and a horse is faster than me. I'm slower than a horse, so what is slower than me?
A horse is bigger than a tortoise, and a horse is bigger than me. I'm smaller than a horse, so what is smaller than me?
A horse is heavier than a tortoise, and a horse is heavier than me. I'm lighter than a horse, so what is lighter than me?
Okay. So it's your turn. Please read.
A horse is faster than a tortoise, and the horse is faster than me. I'm slower than a horse, so what is slower than me? A horse is bigger than turtle, and the horse is bigger than me. I'm smaller than a horse, so what is smaller than me? A turtle. A horse is heavier than a turtle. A horse is heavier than me. I'm lighter than a horse, so what is lighter than me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So now let's have letter E. Let's learn the comparative adjectives. All right, Tom. So can you please read the sentences? Let's start.
A ball is lighter than a desk. Is a desk heavier than a ball? Yes, it is. What's slower than an airport? A train is slower than an airport.
Okay. Let's say airplane. All right. Okay, so now let's look at the groups of things and let's compare them. So let's read first. So let's start.
What's bigger than a car? A bus is bigger than a car. Is a truck bigger than a bus?
Okay, so what's your answer? Is a truck bigger than a bus?
Mm, maybe yes.
Okay, yes. All right, so now let's have a role play. So I'll ask, you will answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's start. So what is bigger than a rabbit?
Maybe it's a turtle and an elephant.
Okay, now you ask me.
Mm, what is bigger than a bus?
I think a ship is bigger than a bus. Okay, thank you. Now let's move to the next page. All right, so let's communicate. So let's start with letter A. So let's listen.
Page 154. Communicate. Words. A. Listen and point to the words. Listen again and say the words.
Computer mouse. Stapler. Suitcase. Broom. Door. Desk drawer. Computer mouse. Stapler. Suitcase. Broom. Door. Desk drawer.
Okay, now it's your turn. Please read.
Computer mouse, stapler, suitcase, room, door, desk drawer.
Yes, very good. Now I would like you to to tell the correct words from A. Let's have letter B. Number 2, please.
It's suitcases.
Okay, we put clothes in this when we go on a vacation. Yes, it's a suitcase. Next, number 3.
Maybe computer mouse.
We can use this to go online or write an email. Yes, that's right. It's a computer mouse. Number 4.
Number 4 is desk drawer.
So we push or pull this when we go in or go out.
Yes.
Desk drawer or door?
It's door. It's door.
Yes, go in or go out. It's door. Very good. Number 5.
I think it is desk drawer.
Correct. So we put pencils, pens, notebooks, and papers in this. It's a desk drawer. Number 6.
It's the stapler.
So we can keep papers together with this. Yes, that's right. It's a stapler. All right, thank you. Now let's have the listening part. Let's answer this. So Tom, what things do you push every day?
Is a door.
Okay, so you push the door every day. Yes, especially if you want to go out or if you want to close the door, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's have letter C. So let's listen and let's answer this question. How many of these things do you have? Let's start.
Page 154. Communicate. Listening. C. Listen. How many of these things do you have?
Good morning. Today's class is about forces. Try to guess the things I'm talking about. 1. This is something we push and pull. We pull it to open it, and we push it to close it. But it's not a door or a window. We put things like pens and erasers in this. What do you think it is? 2. Now this is a thing we push, but we never pull. You need this to work on a computer. It's also the name of an animal. Do you know what it is? 3. Sometimes we push this, and sometimes we pull it. We need to use a force if we want to come in or go out of a place or room. 4. We usually pull this, but there are big ones you can push. We use this in our homes and school to keep them clean. Maybe you use this at home or at school when you help your parents or your teacher. 5. We always push this, and we always push it down. We can put a lot of papers together with one little push. What is it? 6. We always pull this with one hand. It can be heavy, and it's a lot easier to pull it than to carry it. You use it when you take a vacation or visit your grandparents.
Okay, so now let's answer. How many of these things do you have?
I think it's 6.
Okay. Oh, all right. So now let's have letter D. So can you please match? So number 1 is a desk drawer. How about number 2?
Number 2 is a door.
A door. Oh, okay. Let's go back. All
Num-
right. So, yes. Next,
Number
number 3.
3 is a broom.
Number 4.
Number 4 is a computer mouse. Number 5 is a stapler. And number 6 is a suitcases.
Okay, so let's see if you get the correct answer. Oh, so number 2 is computer mouse. 3 is door. 4 is a broom. 5 is a stapler. And 6 is a suitcase. Okay, thank you. So now let's have the speaking part.
Page 155. Communicate. Speaking. E. Listen and repeat. Then practice with your partner. Use the words in the box to help.
Phew! I can't move this. It's too heavy.
Let me help you.
Thanks. That would be great.
No problem.
Okay, so now I want you to read the conversation. Let's start.
No, I can't move this. It's too heavy. Let me help you. Fine, that would be great. No problem.
Yes, very good. All right, let's have a role play. So I'll go first, okay? Okay, let's start. Oh boy, I can't move this. It's too heavy.
Cool. Oh, let me help you.
Thanks, that would be awesome.
Don't mention it.
Okay, very good. So now you will go first, okay? Let's start.
Help. I can't move it. It's too heavy.
Let me help you.
Fine, that would be cool.
Don't mention it. Okay, thank you. Now let's have the word study. So let's learn antonyms. So can you please read?
Some words mean opposite thing. The word are called antonyms.
Okay, example, we have heavy, so light. So we have nervous and calm. So they are opposite things. So those are antonyms. Now I want you to say the antonym of each word. Let's start with number 2.
Maybe it's unhappy or sad.
Correct. How about number 3?
It's small. It's small.
Okay, loud or quiet, right? Next, number 4.
It's boring. Boring.
Yes, interesting, boring. Number 5.
Really impolite.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Polite,
Oh.
impolite, or rude, right? Next,
Yeah.
number 6. So what's the opposite of high?
Big is short.
Okay, short, or let's say low.
Yeah.
Yes, good job. All right, so now let's move to the next page. Let's have unit 16. So let's have the words. Let's start.
Page 156. Unit 16. Get ready. Words. A. Listen and point to the words. Listen again and say the words.
Stubborn.
Say it again.
Angry. Goat. Mountain. West. East. Forward. Horns. Wet. Stubborn. Angry. Goat. Mountain. West. East. Forward. Horns. Wet.
Okay, so now it's your turn. Please read.
Stubborn, angry, goat, mountain, west, east, forward, horn, wet.
Very good. So now I want you to tell me the one that does not belong in the group. So let's start with feel.
Angry. And
Angry.
stubborn.
Ah, so that's your answer. So the word that does not belong is bird, right? Because bird is an animal, not a feeling. Next.
A book. A book. A book.
Okay, a book. Why? Why a book?
Because it not go up.
All right. Next, number 3, C.
See, you can see the stubborn. Stubborn. Stubborn.
All right. Why? Why stubborn is the answer?
Because you feel it, you not see it.
Yeah, so it's a personality or attitude. Okay, next, number 4, have.
Maybe is a west
Okay, why?
because you can have it. You only can have a goat or a horn of the goat, but you can have the west.
Yes, because west is a direction. All right, next, go.
You go wet. It wet.
Okay, very good. Next, number 6, get.
You can get wet and hot, but you can get mountain.
Yes, very good. Next, number 7, travel.
You travel to east and the west, but not round.
Yes, very good. Next, number 8, move.
You move forward, move fast, but not move fast.
Very good. Nice. Okay, so Tom, are you sometimes stubborn?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
Why?
Because my mom allowed me, she ordered me to do
Mm-hmm.
many things, and I don't want to do it when I'm tired.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So that's why you're stubborn, because you don't want to do what your mom wants you to do.
Yes.
I see. So is there a mountain near your town or city?
No.
Ah, okay. So what do you have in your town or city?
I live in a capital city. It not have mountain or house. In the
Oh,
capital.
so it means it has a lot of buildings. Your city has a lot of buildings.
Yes, there are many
Wow,
buildings.
that's nice. So what's your favorite place in your city?
Maybe I like the Tien. It called a Tien Tar bookshop
Oh, a bookshop. Why?
because it has a playground and I can
Mm.
play in it.
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
In
so how? Mhm.
in
Yes.
some place, you must to buy the coins to play the game. But in Tien Tar bookshop, you don't need to buy a coin. You can play free for all if you pay only $7,000.
Oh, I see. That's nice. All right, so thank you. Now let's have letter C. So let's talk about theme. So can you please read?
Remember, the theme is a story of the most important thing the writer wants you to understand. The writer is often teaching something important.
Okay, now let's read the story and answer the theme, the correct theme. Let's start.
It's a cold and rainy day, and John can't play outside. His mom sees his son's face and said, "Let's make some fun thing." They make a toy car and Josh push it and pull the car on the table. "This is fun," he said. Then they make a toy boat. Josh pushed this boat across the water in the kitchen sink. "This is fun too," she said. "Time for great day." Mom,
Okay. What's the answer?
maybe it good to think of thing to do inside when it rain. You see,
Yes, very good. Oh, how about you? So, what are the things you like to do when it's rainy?
I like to watch television in the warmer room with my father and my mother.
I
I
see.
think it I think it get warmer and get to be happy with other.
Oh, nice. So, do you also like rainy weather, Tom?
Yes, I
Really?
always I always like it because it make my family get
Mm-hmm.
warmer to each other because we can happy and sleep in the blanket.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes, because it's rainy, we can't go outside, so we just stay at home, right? So the
and
best,
we can
yes.
and we can play to each other. It makes
Mm-hmm.
the family polite, not to be angry, not to be
Mm-hmm.
the the people each other.
Oh, yes. Wow, that's a nice answer. Yes, because I think it's I did I think it's really nice if it's rainy. So this is the time you can spend your time with your family, right?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. And I think that's it for our class today because time is already over. Have a great night and see you tomorrow. Thank you and good night, Tom. Bye bye.